Okay, here's a look at the market for Monday, March the 7th, and this is, of course, for the E-mini S&P. Well, we had the sell-off. This is Friday's profile here. This is today's, and the one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. So we had that nice bounce yesterday. It came off the 11. It rallied, gosh, it was about 10 points. So we're expecting some follow through from there, but we also knew that 26-24 area could likely act as resistance. And you can see overnight it did top out in that area. It had 26 as a high. Oops. And it hit 27 and a quarter in the regular trading session today, and then had a good sell-off. The area around 14 was an area that we thought that if the market could hold below that, it would be a rather bearish indication. And obviously it did today. So we're going to continue to monitor 14 as resistance. Who knows, it might not even get up that high, but that's a good resistance area for now. The next support area is really in around the 1300 and then at 97. So should the market start to sell off, it could easily hit these areas here. And if it gets below 97, I would say that that's extremely bearish, and that we'd be looking for a good sell-off from that point. Could be another 30 points or so below that. If, on the other hand, the market does another one of these guys, this was the overnight from the big sell-off early last week, and it just kind of hovered there, and then we had the rally. A similar thing could happen again this time. If we don't get any follow-through from today, then, and the 04 area holds, then we'd probably be looking at a bit of a bounce. I could see 4 to 14 as being a likely scenario for tomorrow, and to monitor it closely if it can get below or above it, and what kind of action does the market take above or below. If it's a sort of a rejection, then it's going to probably head the other way. If it's not, then it could really have a pretty powerful move. I don't know if it would be all that powerful on the upside, but then again, there's no news or anything tomorrow, so it could. I just don't see it really happening tomorrow. But anyway, here's our software. And you can see our trades on here. Of course, these are shown in real time. Here's a short. We actually had a long here and a long here. Those are the only long. I'm sorry, we had one here as well. These are the long indications that we had. Here's the shorts that we had. So we didn't have a lot of trades today. As a matter of fact, we only ended up by taking 2 trades today that we got filled on. This first one here, of course, we didn't take because it was just below the known barrier at 24, 26, and this was an entry around 23. Actually, at 24, so we didn't want to take that. But we did take this trade here, which became our first trade. You can see the dashed arrows right here. So there's our short trade in there. It came down, hit our first objective, and then bounced. So we ended up by getting stopped out at even on partial. We took partial profits, but we're stopped at a break even on the second half of the position before it had the big rundown. We missed just getting it filled by a tick right here. Market did not bounce on this one, so it didn't get either one of those trades. And of course, this trade did not happen here. This was a long, and of course, in this kind of environment with the dark red filter, we're not going to take that trade. But we had a really great fill here on this short trade right here. Just ticked up, filled us, and then dropped 4 1/4 points. So that was our best trade of the day. We did make 2 points on the final partial there, so a total of 5 points on that trade. The market bounced up here. It never did come down to these longs here, although taking those longs in there at around 7 and change was pretty aggressive, and wouldn't want to be doing that. you can see here the market topped out at 1375, which was our 14 price that I'd mentioned earlier. The market did come, sorry, here's the 14, the price that I was talking about before. And you can see when the market did first fall there, it went a little bit below, had a bit of a bounce, so it did sort of hover in there for a bit, and then come down, and then used it right on the money there for resistance late in the day. So still going to use that 14 area as resistance, and look to see, can the market get above 4 or stay above 4, if not below 4, down to 1300 even, and then looking at 1297 should some really good selling come in. So that's really how we're looking at the market and what the trades that we had for today. So any questions or comments, just you're always welcome. Just send them on over. You can reach us at info@eminidaytrader.com. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. We'll see you again tomorrow.